Hey guys, I'm 9, and I'm pretty good at this game, so I'm gonna show you my settings, right? I'm gonna reset to default to make it easy for you guys to follow along. So center on player, I keep both of these on off and fixed. For minimap size, I really like a big minimap. I think a big minimap is really important for info in this game. I stare at my minimap a lot, so having it nice and big on the screen is really nice. For privacy, most of these are just preference, but turn on spectator privacy. I don't like people watching me play unless I'm streaming. Uh, Friend recommendation, just keep these off. They're pretty annoying. Uh, all that's fine. For the language, I put this in English because I speak English. I played with Chinese for a long time. I still don't understand any Chinese. Match interface. All these, you can keep them on default. Only one I'd recommend changing is enemy outline color. You can experiment with it. I personally use yellow. Yellow's nice. There's a lot of nice colors in there. Damage display, you can also put on just overlay. The little pop-up numbers that show up are kind of annoying, but both is fine. Uh, Glide effect, do turn this off. It's like pay to lose. You have a nice skin, and it has a glide effect, and the enemies can see it. Just turn it off. You can still see it, so it's fine. Mm, yeah, make sure mouse smoothing is off. That's also important. For controls, let me just reset to default now. I use WASD, keep that simple. I double bind jump to mouse down so I can climb up walls really fast. You can spam jump and E to jump up really fast. That's some movement tech for you. Sidestepping mode, I put both of these on hold. Just having it on hold makes it a lot easier to do movement. Like you just hold the button if you want to be in paper. It's really nice. Wall stick, I just keep it on E. You can change this as a really important keybind, but E is comfortable for me. If you're not comfortable moving your fingers off the movement keys, you can put it on like V. I know some people put it on a mouse button. A lot of stuff you can do with that. Auto jump on wall stick. Dude, this is so annoying. Turn this off. Same with glide on wall stick. You just stick when you don't want to, you jump. Like, it does stuff that you don't want to do sometimes. Just like if you want to get off a wall, jump, and if you want to stick to a wall, just press E. It's so much easier. Just turn those off. Other, all these, they're not that important. All right. Combat, I double bind shoulder fire to mouse 4. Um, Makes it easier to shoulder fire when you're like papering and shoulder firing, weaving those two together. Just makes it easier. I still use shift more, but it just gives me the option. ADS, I have hold. Switch scope magnification. This only applies on a couple characters, but I bind it to left alt because tilde is a weird button. Um, Equipment, I just unbind that. Next weapon, previous weapon. Just use the number keys. It's a lot easier. And the skills, Q and X are nice buttons, but you can change those if you'd like. That's all preference. And for communication, I put team voice chat on mouse 5. It's just really nice. You can talk easier with your mouse. But other than that, interface is all default. For sensitivity, sensitivity is mainly preference. I recommend playing between like 25 to 45 centimeters for this game. I recommend a fast sense. You can mess with the ADS multipliers to make your sense a lot slower when you aim, so you can still do like flashy movement tech and do like 360s and stuff, but you can still aim. So feel free to copy these if you want, but that's all. For dot or for crosshair, I just use a dot. A dot simple. If you want to copy mine, you just crosshair outline thickness 2 and dot size 2. It's really easy. Just a dot. You shoot people with a dot. You put it on them and they die. For graphics, I mean, display mode, optionally you want it on full screen, but you can alt tab easier with borderless full screen, so that's nice. Um, Max frame rate, I just keep it at the max you can. VSync, keep that off. High def UI, no reason to have it on. Um, Overall graphics quality, uh, I don't think there's any graphic settings that give you a big advantage, so I just keep it on low to get the most frames I can, but I do change the rendering mode to deferred. I think it just makes the game look smoother, nicer. But other than that, this is all preference. You can mess with these if you want. Some of them make you like the skins look cooler, but Yeah, keep your frame rate on. You want to see that ping's important. It can change how you play. Um, yeah, and sound. This is also preference. Feel free to copy these, but you can experiment with it. I don't touch spatial audio. The audio sounds fine how it is, so I don't mess with it. But for voice chat, if people tell you your mic volume is low, you can try turning this up. It'll make your mic louder. And if your teammates are too quiet, you can turn this up. If they're too loud, you can turn it down. Some teammates are annoying, so feel free. But I just keep it at 50 because it's default. And yeah, that's all. That's all for my settings. So feel free to follow me at twitch.tv/speedy9, like and subscribe. But that's all.